Hey everybody, welcome replay viewers. My name is Danica McKellar and we are here for McKellar Motivational Monday. I want to thank everybody in advance for sharing. Sometimes I can see when you guys share, sometimes I can't. But thank you so much for following and sharing and joining me today. It's a lot earlier than normal. I just have a different kind of schedule today. But I really always look forward to this, to be honest. I am very early today, Jonathan. Or maybe I'm just not at the very end of the day. I mean, it's better to do it early because it is supposed to be motivational, like for the day, well, for the week. Yes, Trinidad. Wow, that's pretty cool. My pleasure, Kirk. Welcome, Car 345, your first day. I'm doing great. Thanks, everyone. You're at school? Well, I hope you're someplace where you're allowed to watch this kind of thing. Yes, you are the D Squad. I will be joining. We'll be joining up with Facebook Live here in a minute. Very cool. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about how to take care of ourselves, like for real. There's a lot of talk about self-care, but we're going to really get into it. And also Dancing with the Stars is having their premiere tonight, which is very exciting, and I'm going to just chat about it a little bit, reminisce, I guess, about my time on Dancing with the Stars, which was 3.5 years ago. Welcome, Grape Juice. That's a cool name. All right, let's see. Let's go live here with cool, Becky. Hello, welcome to Motivational Monday. McKellar Motivational Monday, that is. I am on Periscope right now and Facebook Live, and today we're going to talk about self-care. So we're just, people talk about self-care a lot, and first I want to get your guys' thoughts. Oh, thank you, Adelia. What do you think of when you hear the term self-care or taking care of yourself? Like, what's the kind of thing that you think, oh, well, this is what that means to me? With self-care. It's like for me, it can be, my first thoughts would be like getting a massage or just taking time for myself. Yeah, pampering, mental health. Yeah, diet. Absolutely. Diet is a great one. It's funny. I wasn't even thinking that, but absolutely. Playing with your daughter, hygiene, anything, Silas, whatever comes to your mind. Hello, Mark. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, massage, eating well, exercising. Yes, John, I notice you. Manicure, pedicure, Becky, absolutely. Yes, let's see. Facebook Live is always a couple seconds late, so let's see, you guys. Yes, there you go, Heather. Getting rest, taking a hike, more water intake. That's a good one, Leo. Water, super important, you guys. Hello, Fred of Brazil. Getting a well-deserved meal. Yes, absolutely. Planned vacation, a good book. I love that. I've just been getting into reading more myself lately. So, self-care, I want to just introduce this idea to you guys. Maybe you've heard it before. But the idea of that self-care isn't just about taking care of ourselves physically and mentally, but also like with our dharma, with our spiritual purpose. Because this will light our fire from the inside out, you guys, I swear. And Dancing with the Stars having its premiere tonight is actually really apropos for this because I remember the feeling of being on stage and feeling like there is nothing that I'd rather be doing right now. Feeling that somehow this was part of my purpose. It was so electrifying for me. And we all have moments like that in our lives. The Chicago Bears. ATM, I'm doing Facebook Live and Periscope at the same time. That's why it's cut to camera too. That's really funny. Yeah, actually, if you're watching Periscope and Facebook Live, you can literally see me looking back and forth between you guys. So, yeah, no, absolutely. Well, that's a good question. Diaconia? What a cool name. She asks, what if pursuing your purpose somehow runs contrary to taking care of yourself mentally and physically and emotionally? So, like, for example, that's a really good point, like with dancing. So dancing is something that I'm very passionate about. But you don't always, maybe you have to take care of yourself if you're not feeling well. So you don't want to get up and dance your heart out if you're not feeling well. So there's a balance in everything. But this book, again, which I love, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Doing yoga, that's a great one, Becky. I like quoting from it because it's got so many interesting, cool ideas that I love that really resonate with me. You know what, before I get to that, I'm all over the place this morning, guys, sorry. One of the things that it's not just about finding something you feel passionate about, but it's also about what your unique talents are and nurturing that really getting to the heart of what makes you special and makes you unique, that is getting closer to figuring out what your dharma, what your purpose is on life. And that is what feeds us from the inside. That is self-care. Getting to that feeling where like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. That very deep and satisfying feeling that we get here and there, that we can access that and find that by discovering what our unique talents are. Now, do you guys already know? Some of us know. Some of us know, you know what, this is a thing that I meant to, like for me, my math books. Relaying math. I love math, and being able to communicate that in a way that makes it fun for kids and inspires girls, that is something that I absolutely know I was put on this planet to do. There's no question about it, and I feel like I've got this unique position to do that from. The whole meant to be thing, Andrew, well, you know, it is what you make of it. It takes a lot of introspection. It can, Silas. It can, if you're not clear on what your unique talents are. And I would love to hear what you guys, if you have mathematics and dancing, probably nothing in common. If there's, I'd like to hear if you already guys, if you know what your talents are, if you have an idea of it, I would love it if you throw it up there on the comments. So if you're still searching, attention to detail, that's critical thinking, that's great. You write novels, that's wonderful, Shannon. Write a list. I'm not kidding. Negotiations, that's great. These are great, you guys. This is great. Write down what your unique talents are. This is a wonderful exercise, and it is putting yourself on the path to finding those moments that just light you on fire, that truly motivate you, where you don't need to pump yourself up to do work, because it's not really work. It's what you're meant to do, and it makes you feel alive in a way that few other things can. Thank you, guys. Do I have a mark on my top? Maybe. What if you don't know, Bruce? Insanely organized, Paul? We're going to get to that. If you don't know, absolutely. You can never be too old to find a new talent. Chuck, I think you knew the answer to that question. Something you truly enjoy. Yes. Writing poetry, photography. You work in an emergency department. You've definitely found your calling. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your service. Telling your story to others to motivate them. So you could, that's beautiful. Write a blog. Whatever it is. Feel that connection to the thing that makes you light up. Sarcasm. Heather, I love that. Music, putting yourself in a different place, acting and writing, screenwriting, crafting. So your unique talents, write them down. And here's what Deepak Chopra says about it in this book that I absolutely love, 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Something you love to do but you're not very good at it, keep going, Given to Run. Nobody starts off being great at something. Trust me. Years and years. I've been acting for 30 years now. I was a math major. Took 4 years of every day working really hard. All right, let's see. So he says, I will make a list. So this is at the end of the chapter about dharma and purpose in life. This is like a pledge a pledge to yourself. It says, I will make a list of my unique talents. Then I will list all the things that I love to do while expressing my unique talents. So that's another thing. What are the things you love to do while you're expressing your unique talents? So some people said they're super organized. You know, what thing do you love to do being super organized? You started a business? That's wonderful. 10,000 times you have to do something before you're good at it. I've heard that same thing. Thank you, Christy. And then he says, when I express my unique talents and use them in service of humanity, I lose track of time and create abundance in my life as well as the lives of others. So yeah, that's the last bit of the equation, and that is service to others, service to your fellow human beings. I'm calling out names. You know what, Robert? Facebook Live is about 30 seconds behind, so that's why you're probably hearing me call out names that you're not seeing, because you would have seen them in 30 seconds earlier. Of course, Alice. Of course that counts, being a parent. This book is called Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. I love it. Thank you for asking, Jay. So yes, volunteering. So asking yourself the question. So we talked about, look, so what if you don't know, right? What if you don't know what your unique talents are? Or maybe you know, but you're not used to thinking about them, and so you haven't really articulated them in your head. Write about it. Start journaling. So what do I love to do? When's the last time? When was the last time I felt like I was just buzzing with electricity and excitement? What was I doing? Ask yourself questions, because it's not like you can sit down and say, okay, well, I want to know what my unique talent is. Okay, what's my unique talent? I'm not hearing an answer. Just keep asking yourself. Write a little Post-it note, and pay attention, and just be curious. One of the best ways that I found to get answers is to be curious. So don't be impatient, but just, that's interesting. Like when something bad happens, I think, well, okay, let's get curious. I mean, if I'm in a good space, I ask, what was the purpose for that? Like, what am I supposed to get out of that? And try to be curious about it instead of judgmental. So that's one thing you can do is journal. Another thing to find out what your unique talents are, asking yourself that question and getting answers, can be through meditation or prayer, whichever way you go, or both. This is the kind of thing that it is similar to the Four Agreements, absolutely. So keep asking yourself that question, and I've found in the quiet stillness of meditation that I'll often hear answers, or it'll just put me in a place where later in the day I'll suddenly realize whatever it was I was trying to ask about. So that's one of the things you can do. And another one is to ask yourself, how can I be of service to others? A lot of times if we're feeling depressed, or maybe not clinically depressed, I'm not an expert on that, so I'm not going to speak to that, but a sort of an everyday type of depression, you're in a funk, you're not feeling great, one of the things you can do is just be of service to others. Just volunteer. Get out of your own head and help someone else. It makes a huge difference, I found. And in asking that, how can I be of service to others? How can I be of service to others? You'll start to realize, well, what are the unique ways that I can be of service to others? Someone said they're really good at crafting. There are places where you can, this one charity that I love called My Stuff Bags. It donates bags of stuff to orphaned kids. One of the things they do is they make blankets, and it's sort of a crafty thing. Random acts of kindness, absolutely. So this kind of thing, yes, the chain of love, paying it forward when something good happens to you. There's so many ways we can spread the love, the chain of love, as you were saying, Kevin. Meditation is better in the morning than at night, I've heard, Jose. I think it's Jose. My mom teaches meditation. She's at Mihaela McKellar. She knows a lot about this. And every Tuesday she does Intentional Tuesdays, where they meditate. So you help kids in boxing. That's wonderful. Help elderly neighbors, just visit with them. Hello from Texas. That's beautiful. Yeah, service to others dumps dopamine into your system. It's our species' way of encouraging cooperation. Oh, I like that. It's sort of a Darwinistic answer. So let's see, did I talk about what I wanted to talk about? Yes. Meditating, journaling, how can I be of service to others? These are ways to find our unique talents. And again, in this book, Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, he encourages us to make a list of our unique talents, then make a list of the things you love to do while expressing those talents. How can I serve? When you express those unique talents and use them in service of humanity, you lose track of time and create abundance in your life and the lives of others. So, can we do a quick meditation here? Goodness, I don't usually do that, but you know what I do? I mean, not on Periscope. I feel like I'm not really an expert to do that, but my mom does it. One thing I do like to do on Periscope and Facebook Live is just a quick breathing exercise. So, because that helps. Nick, I try contacting me through Twitter. That's easier if you tweet me. Yes, breathe. So I just like to take a deep breath in. Oh, and something I talked about in a Periscope not too long ago is that our lungs actually extend all the way up here and almost underneath our shoulders. And if you take a deep breath in and imagine it filling up into this area, you can actually feel it, and it feels really good. Not sure why. Just take a deep breath together. Okay. Starting in the belly. You feel it up there? Feels really good. So, deep breathing, meditation, journaling. Find out what your unique talents are. Your unique talents that make you that much better positioned to offer those gifts that you have to the world. And yes, okay, so now, as I promised, we can talk about Dancing with the Stars for a minute. So, Dancing with the Stars is having their premiere tonight. It's the 25th season. Unbelievably, they have 2 seasons a year. That's how they've gotten so far. They haven't been on for 25 years. I did it 3.5 years ago. It was the most amazing, incredibly terrifying, transformative experience I've ever had. I actually posted a picture on Instagram this morning of my very first dance with Val. It was awesome. It was terrifying, but it was so exciting. And I remember that feeling where, the Dancing with the Stars, I'd been a fan of it for a long time, and standing backstage, getting ready, and hearing the opening music that I'd always heard on television, and suddenly it was playing, and I was about to go on stage. It was unreal, absolutely unreal. I felt like such a fangirl, but I was like, wait, but I'm going to be on the show. And we're getting out there, and my legs felt like jelly. It was just crazy. And Val was there. He was great, very supportive. He was my partner, and we did the dance, and I barely remembered it afterwards. I mean, it was like but it was so rich. Every single moment was so rich and full. It was almost like there was a pause button happening too. It's so hard to describe. And then at the end, Bruno's giving me my comments, and I was gonna high five him, and I jumped up on their little platform to high five him, but he leaned forward and we ended up having a kiss. It was the weirdest moment ever, but it was so funny. It was awesome. Anyway, it was just a magical moment. And I remember telling Dina Cass, the casting director afterwards, / producer, she's the one who figured out who's going to be on the show, backstage afterwards, I was like, this is the most amazing experience I've ever had. I don't ever remember being this happy and satisfied and relieved, except for after having given birth. That's how it was. It was a lot of work. It was, Dancing with the Stars was an incredible amount of work. And look, I broke a rib on that show, okay, because I was too stubborn to stop when I was in pain. Doing this one trick where Val was throwing me up and catching me. We were rehearsing. It was between weeks 2 and 3. And it hurt so much, but I didn't want to stop. I was like, I'm going to be tough. I'm going to tough it out. And, I toughed it out and broke a rib and had to tough it out there too. The rib didn't actually break for a few weeks after that, but it was in so much pain starting week 3 that I had to wear a brace, and I had it x-rayed and did all that. But the background music, thank you, Paul. Yeah, this is my motivational soundtrack, the playlist that we came up with on one of these Periscopes. Gosh, probably 1.5 years ago, maybe more. So yeah, so that was my first experience on Dancing with the Stars, and has stayed with me. And I'm very excited for everyone tonight. I won't be able to go live tonight. I've got something else I need to do. But it was just absolutely amazing. And Debbie Gibson, who was also a prominent in the late 80s, she is on, and she's actually struggling with Lyme disease. I'm so proud of her for doing this. This is going to be quite a journey for her, and I hope she lasts and has a good time. Oh, Danny, your daughter's name is Danica. That's very cool. Thank you, Paul. Yes, it is. Lyme is very tough. I don't have it myself. You know, a lot of people, Lyme disease, it's crazy. The universe is asking me to dance. Well, thank you, Daniel. I do. I want to start taking dance lessons again. I really miss it. The music is Rocky, the soundtrack to Rocky. Not the whole soundtrack. This is just a song from the soundtrack. Any predictions for a winner? No, not yet. I have to see them dance first. It's really hard to tell because you never know. Someone who is a more experienced dancer might not shine the way someone who just loves it can. You're rooting for Debbie Gibson and Vanessa? I don't think I could convince Murray to go on Dancing with the Stars. That would be hilarious, though. That'd be hilarious. He's actually a very talented guy. He might do all right. More nervous about first kiss on camera or dancing in front of a live audience? What a good question, Paul. I mean, my first kiss on camera was when I was 12, and so that's a different kind of nervousness. But I believe it was bigger on Dancing with the Stars. That nervousness was definitely bigger. It was more trick. Yeah. No, Dancing with the Stars was an experience that was, you can't describe it. And every time they list the new lineup of celebrities, I always think, gosh, guys, just embrace this and enjoy it and take care of your body. I still remember the ice baths. Oh my goodness. I mean, after the first like 3-4 weeks, your body gets so tired because you're rehearsing every single day that you have to just get in ice or your muscles won't work. I couldn't go up the stairs in my house. Literally, my legs didn't work enough to go up my stairs. I had to like pull on the banister and carry myself up the stairs. Then I get in an ice bath for 8 minutes, which is insanely cold. And that's not just cold water. We're talking about, and Tony Dovolani told me, he said it doesn't count unless you've got 3 big bags of ice in the water, which is what I did. My God, you guys. It was intense. But I remember my husband saying, how are you even getting in that water? And I remember saying, you know what, sweetie, this is the easiest part of my day. Yeah, no, it is a lot of commitment. And that is what these stars are doing tonight. Their first experience, what it's like to actually be dancing in front of so many millions of people live. And I'm just proud of them and excited for them and wishing them all the best of luck. So, you guys, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Think about your Dharma. Think about your purpose. What is that thing that makes you say, there's nothing on earth I'd rather be doing right now? What is that thing? You know, it can be a journey to get there, but I highly recommend it. What are your unique talents? Make a list. Make a list of the things that you love doing while expressing those unique talents, and ask yourself, how can I be of service to others? And with those questions, if you keep asking and be curious and meditate and pray about it and write in your journal, you will find the really good stuff in life, the really stuff that makes you feel so good from the inside and purposeful and driven. That is what I leave you with today on McKellar Motivational Monday. You are the D Squad. Thank you so much for watching the Dani Cam. You guys are awesome. I love you and appreciate you all. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your shares. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.